Hi everyone, a very good evening. I hope everyone is doing good, right? Can you please acknowledge that if my voice is audible or not? Everything is going good? Okay, that's good to know about it. Very good evening, Naresh, Arvind, Tech, Balad, Dipinder, Mohit, Narayan, Rabi, Tanisha, Neha, and it's Kaushi, right? A very good evening to all. Tanisha, good evening. Okay, thank you, Mahesh, for acknowledging that out. Okay, that's good to know about it. If I'm audible perfectly. Okay, so I'm just waiting for another quick, 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, we are starting with today's very important concept that's basically being there an algorithm you just need to master for any DSA preparations and all. Let it be the sorting, searching, and the problem solving. Correct. So still I can see the students are joining. It's on last day, but it's a very power packed I would say plans are being there, very power packed plans. Okay, so we can just definitely work on to what we wanted to just go ahead, right? Okay, so do we have any questions to anyone into the last 4 days? Okay, what we have done it. Sakshi, ma'am, you are not audible. How come that's possible? Like, okay, I'm not audible. A very good evening. Avroop. I guess I'm properly audible. Properly. Sakshi, can you please check your internet connection, please? The voice is clearly audible. Okay, let's start with it. And let me just go with these things, okay, ahead. Now basically today what we are just gonna do it as and how we are just gonna go ahead. Every single person okay over here has a question like okay we do okay a lot of these areas pointers okay and all, but what is a kind of a benefits okay which is being there, correct? Does it really matter? Okay, what is the differences okay being there with the I would say sorting and searching and all, and how do you okay perform the particular problem statements, correct? A very important concept and very kind of okay questionable also in lot of companies. Sorting okay, and I would say in the CPP in any kind of languages and all, each and every conditions of us is quite simple. It should be just quite rememberable okay for what you just need to write it. If you're just trying to get with a very specific approaches okay with a very specific viewpoints okay, after all you just need to know about what is the basic generational part okay, you should know about it and how you should just start with it, correct? The sorting okay over here and the searching both are overall a very good concept. So see the images okay which is being provided okay over here and all, it's a quite you just need to remember okay, and it's a quite like okay you should focus onto it properly, okay? A main part of it is that sorting is referred towards arranging the data into very particular formats, correct? And into this the sorting algorithm when we use it's in correct way out okay towards arranging the data into the particular order, correct? And in this particular order it could be either a numerical, it could either be the lexicographically and all, Okay, and it could be just the point is there that it should be into the readable format, correct. Most of the common orders, okay, where we wanted to sort our data is with a very high level. Remember, like, okay, when you were into the childhood, okay, what you probably used to do is go to the library, okay, and check, like, okay, which particular book you need to read, correct. And if you wanted to read that book, okay, so one of them is basically like what, one of them is like you can just get it sorted and you can just get it arranged according to the alphabetic way. Okay, it could be an alphabetically way out of it. Secondly, it could be like, okay, according to the authors, okay. Third, it could be like, okay, the conditional which would be there, and like it's just sorted with what you just need to write it and how you just need to write it, correct. As an of the zeal, okay, to connect out of it and connect with a certain kind of the strategies, correct. In the basic algorithms, okay, we have a lot of algorithm. The basic algorithm, that's in bubble sort, selection sort, assertion sort. So these are the basically 3 sortings, okay, and each of them has a time complexity of O(n) square. Then if we talk about some advanced kind of sorting algorithms and all, so we generally goes with like, okay, the 4 of the algorithms, okay, with the sorting algorithm: merge sort, quick sort, heap sort, and Reddick sort. Okay, so basically all of them comes with the generous part. Okay, so we will just go with first of all these theoretical, because theoretical only it's a very big one. So I hope everyone got the resource link of the drive file. I've already put, okay, these PPTs and everything into the drive file. If you did not got it, I'll put it once again. So over here you can fetch your I would say your notes for the 5 days. Okay, the drive file is easily, you can just assemble it. Okay, now if you see, there is a telephone directory which is being there into your mobile phones, correct. Telephone directories are being there into your mobile phones and all, and what it happens into your mobile phone as, okay, the numbers are being there, and each of the number of the numbers of the people, okay, sort by their name, okay. So that names can be searched very easily, okay, very easily about it. And it could be the same as per what you wanted to write it, okay, and how you wanted to just write it, correct. With this kind of a sorting algorithm, there is a time complexity. Time complexity means what, how much time would you take, okay, to execute that particular program and to render that particular program. So that is basically n square, okay, for all of them, okay. But when we talk about merge sort, quick sort, heap sort, okay, that becomes O(n) log of n. So now these I would say there is a graphs which is being presented, okay, for these algorithms, okay, which where you just need to select it off. But how these sorting algorithm depends upon, right, mainly what all the condition you should know about it is the data frames, okay, the data set. It has a fixed amount of data set, okay, you require it, just like the array is being there, right. Array is a kind of like what, the fixed array size is being there where you can put the elements, correct. And over here into the elements, what it does happen is the stability, correct. Most important thing is stability, because the relative order of the equal elements you just need to put, and these elements are gonna be sorted for how many times, okay, you need to write it, right. Now inside this you have a deep sorting, correct. Now what is a deep kind of a sortings and everything, okay, what does it means, okay, or what does it has, okay, inside the one of the approaches, or like, okay, inside different approaches and all. Majorly in this, into the sorting algorithms and all, one thing which matter is the differences, okay. And one thing which is definitely being there is in place sortings and all. What it generally is gonna happen is there is in the sorting also there is 2 types of sorting, that's a stable sorting and non-stable sortings, okay. Now when we talk about a very first of the sorting algorithm, that's in bubble sort, correct. What it happened into the bubble sort, correct, or what does that mean? First of all, into all of them, okay, or into all of these kind of conditions and everything. One of the major thing what it is gonna be matter for is into the merge. It acts like, okay, we are splitting an array into the halves, correct? It acts like that, okay, that we are splitting the array into two halves, correct? Okay, and these kind of splitting of the array, a big lodge of a word is splitting into half and half, correct? Okay, over here. Now doesn't matter for what you just try to write it, again doesn't matter for what you already have it, correct, a description about it. So these kinds of descriptions will try to matter with what you are just trying to begin, okay, within heap sort and all, right? Let me just tell you about these algorithms first of all, okay, what does it and how does we require it. So let me just open. See, I can tell you, you can purchase one of a very best course which is being there by Smarted. Okay, you can just check about this, the data structures algorithm. It's a best course which is being framed, Vivek, okay, by the Smarted, and you will really enjoy, okay, working on to that particular course. Okay, it's a self-paced course, okay, and like, okay, good projects, good programs, and everything it's being there. Okay, so okay, let's go with this as an of the sorting. Okay, first of all, into the sorting only, okay, what it makes a sense, okay, and how does, okay, the all of the sorting list, okay, come, okay, sorting into the CPP, sorting into the C, sorting into Java, Python, anywhere, okay, doesn't matter. Okay, first of all, you should have been known for what is the correct order of a sorting. Okay, if you're knowing with that, okay, you are done with each and every condition whatever you need to go with. If I'll say that, okay, I wanted to just attain, okay, this, okay, so this is an unsorted array. Okay, what is it? It is basically an unsorted array. 22, 13, 5, 7, 11, it's an all unsorted array. But when I talk about 5, 7, 11, 13, okay, and 22, it's an sorted array, right? Now all of the conditions, okay, are only gonna be live, okay, for what you are just trying to write it. And if these kind of conditions and everything, if you're not writing it, so it will be just like, okay, either the conditions are not true, or either the conditions are like false itself, right? Okay, instead of like, okay, correct orders, okay, instead of like, okay, correct values, okay, out of it, it will only say that, okay, the values are not being into the perfect order. Now this is, okay, the categories are being there, so there is something that, okay, categories you can easily understand about it. When we talk about a bubble sort, right? Okay, when we talk about a bubble sort, right? Okay, this is a bubble sort. Okay, now what is a bubble sort? Bubble sort is an algorithm, most straightforward algorithm as being there, and it is into this algorithm we begin with by comparing the first two elements, okay, and again we are gonna check, okay, for the first two elements of the arrays, and check if the first element is greater than the second element or not. Okay, if it is, okay, greater, then we will be swapping it. Okay, this is a condition how you just try to remember for your basically is a sorting. Compare two elements, the first two elements, check, okay, if it's in greater or smaller. Okay, if it is greater, then okay, the second element, swap it, correct. And this is again the first element is greater than the second element. Okay, we are gonna move with the swapping, and secondly we are just gonna see the second element to the third element, right? So this is how you just try to get it with the comparison you have, correct. Now what is gonna happen if let's take an example, okay, of any one of it. Okay, any example we can take it, okay, according to that. So all of these, okay, it's not being necessary that you should go, okay, we will do a few of them and then we will move with the this I can say searching. Now if you see this example, 22, 13, 5, okay, 7 and 11, each of them is in kind of like what, each of them is basically is a red icon, you can say, right? Okay, first of all we will just give them the indexing 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so the moment we just give, okay, the kind of a sorting, correct, we will be just giving an indexing out of it, okay, and each kind of an indexing will be just sorted for what we just try to write it and how we just need to write it. So first of all we are comparing 13 to the 22. Is it greater? If it is greater, that's okay, fine. If it's not greater, then keep it the same value, okay, and we can just have it a comparison, right? In this, if this value, okay, is being there, and how does this value, okay, defines, okay, or depends, okay, upon it, okay, you just simply need to write it, okay, the value out of it. So 13 is smaller than 22, right? Okay, 13 is smaller than 22, and what is gonna happen if 13 is smaller than 22 and all, okay, is we're gonna just going to map it, okay, and swap, okay, with what the value you just need to write it and how you just need to write the values, okay, out of it. So once we write, okay, the value out of it, okay, and the conditions out of it, you simply just gonna acknowledge, okay, or the simply just gonna say that these value points will be making a simplest effect. Then we are comparing 5 and 22, okay, when we swap it 5 with the 22 also it's great, and so then we are gonna swap the 5 also, okay. Then we're gonna compare the 22 with 7, okay, again it's in I would say greater value, then again we're gonna swap it, okay. Again with the 11 we are going to compare it, again it's in greater value, again we're going to swap it, right? So similarly again and again we're going to perform the same step, correct, until or unless we will be just getting the number comparison of n minus 1. So if that n minus 1 have a comparison whether it is going to be the sorted for what you were just trying to write it, it is only going to happen for a reason that the sorting will place, okay, or unsorted values, okay, which is being there into the buckle list, okay, and how it would be there into the buckle list and all, okay, it will be having some sorted kind of an elements, okay, over here. So these kinds of an elements could be taken as one of the considerations, okay, and these considerations, okay, will be just trying to get at what you just need to write it and how you just need to write it, correct. Now after that you have is a selection sort. Now what is a selection sort? Swapping out, correct. Okay, what is a selection sort basically is, into the selection sort, okay, the techniques are being followed up, okay, the smaller element is being fetched by comparing itself first of all, then with the rest of the elements, okay, and with the array first of the elements would be there with the position, the first position, next position, then again next position, then the complete array, okay, is being divided into two halves, okay, the complete array is being divided into two halves, which is going to be the sorted with the sub array we would be having it, and once the element is sorted, the search of the second medium element will be becoming the rest of it. Similarly 22, 13, 5, 7 and 11, so it is just gonna have the comparison with the second, okay, first of all if it has a comparison with the second, swap it, but first of all again it is gonna have the 13 is gonna have a comparison with 5, then 5 came at, okay, over here, then 5 is gonna have the comparison with the 7, okay. Can you derive the exact number of comparisons and the swap bubble sort performs in the worst case? Sure, Pradhan, that's is basically only gonna happen when you just try to sort the worst case with the help of certain other worst cases, okay. So that worst cases will also being gonna happen when the value depends upon each and other conditions. Okay, each and other conditions, okay, these are well literally like, okay, put a more constraints, okay, about it. So these more constraints, okay, will just try to put the natural approaches, okay. But anyhow, we will just I would say discuss about it more, okay. Doesn't matter. Now the moment is basically is gonna happen, okay, or like, okay, these positions, okay, are gonna happen only for the one reason, okay. It is only for the one reason. Whatever you are just comparing 22 by the 13, 13 is coming in front, 13 is again gonna compare the next element, okay. 5 is gonna come, 5 is again gonna compare the next element, that's 7. 7 is like, okay, obviously not smaller than 5, okay. 5 is then gonna have the comparison with the 11, right. So similarly, then second element, that's 22, is gonna compare with the 13. 22 is, 13 will come, okay. 13 is gonna compare with a 7, okay. Obviously it's not smaller and greater, okay. Then 11, and so on the concept goes on, correct. Okay, however the comparison of that depends upon what you are just trying to write it and how you just need to write it. After that, okay, we have is the assertion sort, okay. So now how does the value depends upon the assertion sort, okay, and all, what all the conditions, okay, you should have, okay, while you make it an assertion sort and everything. Majorly into the assertion sort, it should be only the sorting algorithm which compares the previous elements, okay. And inside the sorting element, okay, in the assertion sort, assertion means like what? Assertion means like, okay, you will be having comparing the element with the previous elements, correct, okay. And if we have the previous elements, we are just comparing with that. Insertion, right. If you're just making a comparison with the previous elements and everything, the element should be good, okay, the sorted by comparing the element with the previous elements, and the second element which would be there is gonna come into the first element, okay. And if the second element is smaller, okay, then the first element would be there, and we are just gonna go with the swapping, okay. So each kind of a swapping would be there, just it is gonna be individual swapping, you can say it. 22 with the 13, okay, come with that. 13 is now again on the first, but it will compare the 22 also and 5 also, means the element which got swapped, it will compare that also, and it will compare the next element also with it, right. Now if you see the 13, 22 and 5, 22 is not basically, now 3 comparisons are being there, which of them is being smaller, it is gonna get a range 5, 13 and 22, right. 5, 13 and 22. Now 5 is gonna compare 22 5 is gonna compare 13, 22, 7, okay. So now whosoever is being smaller, it is gonna swap 5, 7, 13, 22, right, okay. 5, 7, 13, 22, and it is gonna compare all of them basically with the 11 also. So however 5, 7, 11, 13, 22, right, okay. This is an assertion sort, and yes, it is a stable one only. We don't need to have to put, okay, so many logics into the assertion sorts and everything, okay, because everything is being self-sorted, okay. You don't need to put, okay, the more tracking out of the sortings, right. And if you don't need to put, okay, the more tracking, so obviously it means like, okay, your work has been done, okay, in a very quickest way, right. The next one we have is the quick sort. Okay, into the quick sort, majorly the algorithm depends upon the efficient sorting, okay, algorithm. And this is the concept of divide and conquer. What is a divide and conquer? Divide and conquer means you are the biggest log or the larger file, okay, or the I would say the rock we have, correct. You're just cutting it down, correct. You're just cutting it down. It is gonna be having, okay, the sub arrays, okay, with that, okay. The biggest array is gonna have the sub array elements. They are gonna combine it, okay. They are gonna just have a complete indentations under it. But in this one I would say word come, okay, over here is a pivot element, right. Now what is a pivot element? This is the P where I've just written it. In this approach, the pivot element is just like, okay, gonna be selecting the array, okay, selecting the array partition, okay, into the two halves. To determine the two elements collected another device. Is it, are you talking about the pivot element? Blah blah. It's malpati, right? Okay, so if we have to just convert into the two halves because of the pivot element, the element then are gonna have the smaller elements. Okay, they're gonna left on the side of it. Okay, and if each of them have the right side, okay, of the approaches, okay, we will be just trying to get it. Okay, the pivot, okay, it is basically at the end. Then we have into the third ending of it, right? How do we prevent the stack overflow? Okay. Majorly, first of all, you need to define the element only. Okay, what you already need to define it. ठीक है, अगर आपके पास array size 10 का ही है, if you have the array size of 10 only, so that means कि by 10 only लेगो कि आपको गुजारा उसमें ही करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, अगर आपके पास उतनी ही स्पेस है जितने में आपको बोला गया है कि लाइक ओके यू नीड टू स्टार्ट विद इट, तो आपको उसी में ही करना पड़ेगा. आपके पास कोई और ऑप्शन है ही नहीं है. समझ रहे हो बात को? यू डोंट हैव एनी अदर ऑप्शन की लाइक ओके अभी आप बेसिकली एक पर्टिकुलर अदर कंडीशन में चले जाओ और बाद में आप किसी और सिचुएशन में चले जाओ. ठीक है, ऐसा कुछ आपके पास ऑप्शन रहता ही नहीं है. ठीक है, ठीक है. और पाइवेट एलिमेंट का कैसे हम लोग ये कर सकते हैं, बेसिकली एग्जांपल फॉलो अप कर सकते हैं पाइवेट एलिमेंट का. जब भी हमें पाइवेट एलिमेंट का कोई एग्जांपल सॉल्व करना होता है, इज दिस every element whatever we have, okay, over here, whatever we need to sort it also. If the elements, okay, whatever we need to do it, element smaller than 6, first of all we need to define it. Element which is being smaller than basically the 6 we have. जो अभी हमारे पास हमने एलिमेंट किसको ले लिया, पाइवेट किसी को ले लिया, एक एलिमेंट को हमने पाइवेट ले लिया. ठीक है, टू द वन एलिमेंट वी टुक द पाइवेट ऑफ इट. टू द 6 एलिमेंट विच एवर इट्स बीन स्मॉलर देन 6 गोना मूव टू द लेफ्ट साइड. ठीक है, वो कहाँ पे मूव करेंगे, लेफ्ट साइड मूव करेंगे. फिर हमने क्या किया, फिर हमने एक एलिमेंट को और ले लिया, बेसिकली 5 and 15 उनको क्या कर लिया, वी हैव सिलेक्टेड द दीज एलिमेंट्स एज एन ऑफ पाइवेट नाउ. आफ्टर दैट ओके वी टुक ओके द पाइवेट एलिमेंट 5 and 15. Okay, those who are being greater with a number, we're going to send them onto the right side, and those who are smaller than the number, we're going to send it onto the left side. Okay, so each and every condition of the numbers, okay, depends upon what you're just trying to write it. Okay, अब मेरे को पता है कि अच्छा ठीक है, let's say I knew only okay the alphabet A books, okay, I need okay the box at the alphabet A box, okay, I know it's gonna be on the left side. Okay, and I know the Z XYZ books and all, okay, it's gonna be on the right side. Okay, so this is like what, okay, this is just gonna happen, okay, with just a considerations of what is being bigger and what is being smaller. Correct, जो चीज़ like okay the all of the item which is being smaller, so it is gonna shift into the left side. Okay, and if it has been greater, then it is gonna be shift towards the right side. You can make it opposite also, doesn't matter. Okay, you can also make it opposite of it, doesn't matter about it. ठीक है, क्लियर है? Any questions? ठीक है, और अब मर्ज सॉर्ट कैसे करते हैं, ओके, मेरे को मैनुअली बता देते हैं. लेट्स से आपके पास एलिमेंट्स हैं 13 14 5 4 26 5 9, okay, again so on. ठीक है, और लेट्स ऐड इट वन मोर 50. Mode sort में like okay what we used to do it, first of all this is a mode sort, we divide it into the equal halves. ठीक है, we divide it into the equal half. अगर equal halves नहीं है तो uneven भी कर सकते हैं. तो हम इसका पेयर बनाएंगे 13, 14, 4, 26. okay, एक ये पेयर बन गया, एक आपके पास बन गया 5,9,50. एक ये पेयर बन गया. फर्स्ट पेयर इज दिस, आइदर यू कैन पुट इट 4 and 3, आइदर यू कैन टेक इट 3 and 4. ठीक है. नाउ आप क्या करोगे, इसमें से आपके पास 4 है, 4 एलिमेंट्स आर बिंग देयर. इन दिस यू विल बी जस्ट डिवाइडिंग 2 मोर. ओके, जस्ट लाइक दैट. ओके, 13, 14, 4, 26. ठीक है. This is a one pair of it. Then you are gonna make a pair of 5, 9. Another pair you have as a 50. ठीक है. आपने क्या किया, इसको डिवाइड कर लिया. अब आप इसमें से देखोगे कि इज इट सॉर्टेड, या इट इज सॉर्टेड. इज दिस सॉर्टेड, येस. इज दिस इज ऑल्सो सॉर्टेड. इज दिस सॉर्टेड, येस इट इज सॉर्टेड. इज दिस सॉर्टेड, येस इट इज ऑल्सो सॉर्टेड. अब आप क्या करोगे, जब आपके पास सॉर्टिंग आ जाएगी, अब आपके पास ये सॉर्टिंग हो चुकी है, अब आप क्या करोगे, आप ओवरऑल सॉर्टिंग देखोगे. ठीक है. ओवरऑल सॉर्टिंग देखोगे, आपको लगेगा कि नहीं, 4 इज़ वेरी स्मॉल, राइट. ओके, देन ऑल ऑफ दीज 2. So what the final output you will be just doing it as basically is 4, 13, when you combine it, okay, that's 26. Okay, after that, okay, we wanted to write it 5 and 9 is also sorted and 50 is also sorted. 5, 9, 50. Now you will be merging all of these, okay, both of that. Okay, now you're gonna see 4, 5, 9, 13, 14, 26, 50. So all of them is gonna be the merge sort. Okay, first of all you're gonna break it. Okay, then you're gonna just basically have it what you are just gonna combine it. Okay, after breaking it. ठीक है, clear है. Okay, clear है. पहले आपको थ्योरेटिकल ही समझना पड़ेगा इसका प्रोग्राम्स एंड ऑल. ओके, इट विल गो विद अ वेरी लेंथियर एस्पेक्ट्स. ठीक है. पहले आपको प्रोग्राम थ्योरेटिकल समझ के देन ओनली वी शुड गो विद द प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम्स और द प्रैक्टिकल वे आउट ऑफ इट. नाउ इट कम्स अबाउट द सर्चिंग. ठीक है. डू वी हैव एनी क्वेश्चन विद द सॉर्टिंग टू एनीवन? Do we have any questions to anyone into the sorting? Anyone? Yeah, you can definitely ask me, doesn't matter. Is this clear, everything? Okay. Have you ever heard about these algorithms in your life? These searching and sorting and all. Have you ever? Have you ever heard about it? Or did you ever worked about? Okay, if not, doesn't matter. Now we have a searching. Okay, can you give me a real time example how we can just relate the searching algorithms in a real life? Okay, can you relate, okay, how we can just go with a searching algorithm? Come on, give me an example, please. Okay, let's see, like, okay, who exactly could address that. Can we say, like, okay, we are just there, okay, into a line, and someone has to be like, okay, search about which is the correct line and which is not. Can we say that? See, yes or no? Can we? Okay. Profile searching, very good. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, very nicer, I can say. Okay. Specific data, very good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Specific data is being there. So also you can say a data which is quite memorable, right? Okay, let's start with it. Now, why I took you okay over here? What was my basic thing? Okay, I just need to tell you. Okay, into the searching algorithms. Okay, sorting the like okay, you easily get it, but searching any profile of the specific elements or the sequences are being there of the elements, you just need to define for what you are just trying to write it. And in the searching, the process of finding the particular records with the single element or the small chunks of it with a huge amount of data. Okay, the data can be used into the various forms: arrays, links, list, okay, trees, heaps, graphs and all. Okay, nowadays the increasing number of time is being there. Lagging. Okay, how come it's being lagging? No, is it lagging? Can you acknowledge it? Is it lagging? Now, can you please acknowledge it, Mukesh and all? Is it still lagging? Can you please acknowledge it? Is it okay now? Say yes or no, please. I hope it's good, right? Chalo, take it. So sorry for that. I don't know. It's in 5G only, but how come it is not able to go with that? Now into this, let's go with it, the searching about it. Searching, which is a various kind of the techniques can be applied with the data structures, okay, to retrieve the certain data. Okay, so the search operations is being there for successfully, like if you're returning with any desired elements, okay, and all. So there is like okay a way out of it. You just need to fall into the searching algorithms, like sequential is there, interval searching is being there. Okay, you have all of these searchings, but depends upon how you wanted to write it. That is the main kind of a point. Now when we talk about the linear search, okay, how does a linear search works with? Okay, Into the linear search, the elements which is being there, the elements which has a perfect match about it, or reaching out with what is being required, correct. Into the sequential, okay, or I would say the linear, when we talk about any linears and all, into the linear, it is best used if you have some kind of the unsorted data, or the small arrays are and all, okay. And then thus into the small array, we try to just put, okay, the DSA, the data structures algorithm, very properly, okay, uh, into that particular aspect, okay. And how does, okay, this is gonna be there, and what makes, okay, the sense of like the linear means in a one way, okay. It is only gonna be having a generational part, okay, that's in one way. If its records and everything, it's being matching properly, then it's in linear. And if the records are not being matching properly, then it is basically the another searches would be there, right, okay, the sorted searches, okay, and all. So let's consider it out, okay, what is exactly the, what would be the, I would say, the formula, okay, and how do we require it. So if we talk about this 32, 12, 6, 23, 54, 10, 28. So 32 is basically an indexing of 0, okay, then 12, 1, 6, 2, 23, 3, okay, 54, 4, okay, 10, 5, and 28, 6, correct. So now this is indexing what you have made it, right. Now how does it, this linear search will try to get it the basic search, okay. It will compare linearly, okay, with every element of the data collection which will be there, and above into all, okay, the array which is gonna have the 7 elements, okay. If we wanted to search the key, okay, there is a known as a search key, that's 23, okay. Let's say this is a 23 is the search key of it, right, okay. The mid of the element, it's in search key, starting from the left side from the 0th element, okay. The key value will be compared with each and every element out of it. Then we will be just gonna match, okay, the key element or the search key with the left side of it with the locations we have. And the moment we will just pound it, okay, we are just gonna stop there only, okay. We're just gonna stop it there. Doesn't matter for what we're just calculating and how we're just calculating. If the output has not been searched like properly, okay, obviously like it's on point, like, okay, you will be having, if it is a sorted kind of the elements and everything, or the search elements, so you will be having the element presented into that only, right, okay. So it is not like, okay, the elements would not be there. So this is basically if you have the search element with the linear search. Now what is a binary? Do over here anyone knows what is a divide and conquer? Anyone over here who knows what is a divide and conquer? What is a divide and conquer, please? Anyone who can give me a response out of it? Come on, I wanted, okay, this to be answered from your side. Kabilash, very nice. Come on, everyone, please. Split and search, okay. Who answered it? Silva Kumar, right? Subramania. Split and search, very nice. Yes. So this is basically split and the search. You are just gonna put into a very kind of, you can say, the intervals into the half, which is gonna be repetitively like, okay, we're gonna start it, okay. And the sheet, okay, which we just need to write it. Now let's say for example, if I take the 10 elements, okay, or like 5 elements, or how many ever elements it's being there, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 elements. Obviously by the indexing also it's been getting it known, okay, 0 to 9, okay. Let's say over here we have the key which is equals to 21, okay. The key is basically there, it's in 21, is to be searched into the array, okay. Now let's schedule, okay, how do we do it? First of all, if it is in middle location of the array, so you find the mid of it, okay, with the help of like what, 0 plus number of elements divided by 2, mid, okay, you're just gonna get it. So basically you will get overall as an of like, okay, the 4. Okay, for example, if you wanted to calculate, okay, for the what is going to be there as an of the sorted array, okay, for what exactly it will look as an of the sorted arrays and everything, that also you can write it, okay, with an appropriate way. Let's take an example with a sorted array. And how does okay, the sorted array looks like? Okay, it looks like certainly like, okay, like this. Okay, so one of them is having the low, another one is gonna have the high, and the mid one is basically the element we wanted to have. Okay, we can just also call this as one of the mid search, okay, or the mid element. Okay, so this is basically, we wrote it already, gave the key is equals to 21, correct, and we already gave mid is equals to 0 plus, okay, 9 by 2 is equals to 4. Okay, so this is basically the low hand side, okay, the values. Okay, and then we have high. Okay, Abdul Aziz, firstly it will be split into the equal parts and then search and back to the merge. Very good, Abdul Aziz. Azib, break the problem into the smaller problems. Very nice. Now if you see, if I wanted to just go with that, I can clearly say that this is my element. Okay, the mid key. Mid is equals to 21. That's basically the key elements of it. Correct? And it's quite good. Okay, it's quite natural also. The high element we got it, the low element we got it, 8, 10, 13, 21, 23, 25, 43, 54, 75 we have. Correct? After that, once we got it, the mid key, obviously, like if we wanted to find the key which is equals to the mid, right, and hence we got it. Correct? Now what we need to do it, we are going to compare with the help of what, the 21 with the 25. Okay, 23, 24, 25, okay, and all, we're gonna just compare it, because else we know, like, okay, 23 is also like, okay, like this, okay, which is greater than 21. 25 is also greater than 21. So now what we just need to do it is we compare, okay, how many values, okay, we required it, and whatever the values we required it, if 21 is less than 25, it is gonna have the swapping, either it won't be having the swapping. So now the main mid is like what? Okay, this is basically which is gonna be there onto the left side. Okay, and now we have it on the right side. For us now mid is this. Okay, we're gonna compare again and again with the other particular values, okay, which is being there, right? Clear? Balada, like obviously we are just need to do everything. So first of all, we have certain like to cover up, right? So we are gonna move according to the time as well as the speed of the during the class. I can't move the class into, I would say, on a very high speed. Correct? Is this clear to everyone? Now shall we begin with what is the problem solving? Have you ever solved any questions on the lead code or the hacker rank or anywhere? Have you ever? What platform do you follow it up? Is it a hacker rank? Is it a lead code? Okay. Is it any other kind of, okay, the platforms we have? Which platforms do you go with? Okay, let me know please. Which platform do you follow it up? Attendance sheets will be getting, okay, to you at the end of the class. Okay, lead code, ma'am, GFG. Okay, lead code. Okay, I think then I have everyone, like, okay, very genius people, okay, over here. That's really nice, the genius we have in our bootcamp. So each of you are being on a lead code only. Very nice. The hacker rank also very nice. Okay, hacker rank, lead code, GFG. Okay, lead code. No one is there from the code forces, right? Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter. So obviously, like, okay, it is not like, okay, what we wanted to go ahead. It is just like, okay, how do we just start with the patterns? Correct. Now, first of all, let me just tell you what and how does we solve the programs with the help of uh, these conditions out of it, right? Okay, what all the logics you should know about अटेंडेंस नहीं हुआ, अटेंडेंस अभी नहीं होगा थोड़ी टाइम तक. बेसिकली देखो, ये तो बहुत ही एक लिख लंबा सा, और आई वुड से इट्स इन काइंड ऑफ अ वेरी लेंथियर काइंड ऑफ इट. ओके, द स्टेटमेंट्स एंड द पैटर्न्स वी हैव, बट आई विल टेल यू लाइक, ओके, कि हम कैसे इसको एज्यूम करके चलते हैं, व्हाट वी जस्ट normally assume it, like, okay, or what we wanted it. Okay, over here, first of all, when we walk towards this problem statement or the solving patterns and everything, first of all, what is this? Okay, whenever as in developers, okay, what it happens is like the concept of algorithms, and it's being kind of a very proficient, like a very very proficient it is. Okay, so when we say that, okay, we are just following any proficient implementing all the, like, okay, essentials to improve the problem solving, starting with the very basics of it is good, and by the end, okay, you should know about how do you solve it, right? First of all, what all the things, okay, you follow it up, okay, what all the conditions are being there, the practice problems are being there. So these are the, I would say, problem solving patterns. Okay, these are like what the problem solving patterns are being there, and in this entire patterns, what it depends and what it happens and all is sliding window. The, you might have noticed, okay, that a sliding window is being there, a door is being there where the first, okay, of the door is being fixed. Again, you are just trying to slide it. Okay, the one of the door is going to be a sliding, right? So what does it happens, okay, overall with that, okay, or what all the conditions, okay, it has with it is you calculate it, okay, how much you can slide it from one end to another end. Again, if you are being possibly doing it, okay, if you are just gonna, like, okay, gonna conditionally gonna be happening or doing it, okay, and all, it will just get it adjusted. What are the 2 pointers where you just make a reference of the pointers, which is the arrays, sub arrays, or the conditional arrays are being there. Okay, it's just like, okay, the pointers and the sub pointers are being there. Okay, so if the pointers and the sub pointers are being there, it will only gonna resemble. Okay, it is only gonna be there, basically gonna be happening with a resembling. Okay, and it is only one of the another condition is also being there. What you just need to define it as the fast and the slow pointers. What is a fast and a slow pointer? Did you heard about a story was there of the tortoise and the hares, where the tortoise, okay, move very 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 slowly and slowly, whereas the rabbit, or you can say hare, moves very fast, but he just sleep under a tree, okay, and whereas the tortoise cross the racing line. Correct. So the story is being there, okay, of the tortoise and the hares and all, okay, where the tortoise reach first. So the tortoise and the hares, okay, and all, okay, the fast and the slow. When we say slow, it will only move one step, okay, and if we talk about, okay, the fast, it will move two steps, okay, ahead, okay, over here it will move two steps, okay, over there. And with that, okay, with the conditions we have, or like, okay, the conditions you just need to start with at all, okay, it will detect the arrays with whatever the conditions we just try to put it, okay. And it could be a cyclic, okay, it could be either a cyclic, okay, it would be acyclic, okay, it could be any of it. So that, okay, the value, it depends upon, okay, the condition it has upon, okay, it will be just same, okay, what you wanted to just try to write it. Okay, it will be just same what you just need to try to write it. Okay, that will become as one of the approaches. Okay, so each and every approach, okay, each and every approach of it, okay, will try in a very sophisticated order. Okay, in a very sophisticated order, it will just try to get it done. ठीक है? Clear है? Attendance, okay, I'm just providing it. I'm just providing you. I hope you enjoyed all the 5 days, okay, and you actually gained, okay, a good amount of knowledge. Okay, you actually gained a very good amount of, okay, the knowledge and all. My bad, just a minute. Remove. So here is the form which you can fill it for your kind of the attendances, and you will get your I would say the certificates according to that only. नहीं, एक और बारी लिंक दिया ना, आप चेक करो. I've gave you the link. I just pinned that. Okay, just open it. So you will be able to open this kind of a form where you can earn the certificates, okay, and all. So do visit, okay, the Smarted page, okay. So do visit this page, explore about, okay, all of the courses and everything by the Smarted. You will definitely love, okay, these courses and everything. Correct, skill sets and everything, it's very nicer. It's a proper curated kind of a project as being the proper. So you will understand it into the very best way oriented, okay, and all of that courses and all, you can just go with that. And if you feel, okay, any kind of an issues and all while purchasing it, you can definitely reach out to them, okay, as of now, okay. And this is only gonna happen with all of the programs. Like if you wanted to just enroll into the full stack, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, okay, cyber securities, cloud computing, any of it, so you can just go ahead, okay, with that, and you can explore their pages, okay, properly. It's a very well of that, okay. A lot of, like, okay, students have been placed, okay, with a very good companies and all, okay, and they have a premium kind of an options to go with that, okay. A lot of brand partners are being there who are being connected with them, okay. You can definitely think about to purchase it, okay, definitely. It's a very good programs which is being offered by the Smarted. How to get this certificates and everything, it will be just told by them only, okay. They will be giving out, okay, to you the certificates. Just fill the form out and you will get the certificates. Chalo, okay, thank you everyone, take care, bye bye, have a nice day, thanks a lot, okay. We'll definitely will be assuming like you have gained a very good knowledge about it, okay, and all. So I hope you enjoyed it. You can definitely put a feedback, okay, out of it, okay. And yes, I guess like same here, Avru. I hope you a good success and all. So wishing you all the best for your future time, okay, ahead, okay. And I wish you all the good indeed, okay, that you will be working with a very good way and secure a good companies ahead, okay, with a good package, right? Thank you all. Signing off. Thank you. Thank you, Amandeep Kaur. Thank you, Chef. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Thanks a lot, please. Sure, we will be just having the next sessions very soon, okay, very very soon. So stay connected, stay tuned, subscribe to this channel, okay. So you will get it, okay, exactly a very good kind of content for the Smarted, okay. Good boot camps are being planned ahead also, so just wait and just like I'm looking forward for you all to join it. You will get the certificate. It will be happen, okay, by the team itself. They will look after. Just fill the feedback, this particular attendance sheet. That's it. Thank you, Raghavendra. Thank you, Soumya. Thank you, Shubham. It's in Shivam, okay. You have to be stay connected with this particular channel, okay. It will be updated. Do not think about more. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone.